Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. Okay, we're going to dive right in today because we are tackling a topic that honestly causes so much unnecessary stress for people. Look, most of us have been there. You look at an empty wallet or check your banking app and think, man, I must just not be working hard enough. But I'm here to tell you that being broke, it's rarely about laziness. It's almost always about deeply normalized financial behaviors. It's like a giant puzzle you didn't even know you were putting together. So today, we're going to break down the 7 invisible money habits that are keeping you broke without even realizing it.
Let's kick things off with Section 1, the hidden wealth traps.
You know, if you've ever felt completely frustrated looking at your bank account at the end of the month, just wondering where on earth all your hard-earned money went, I want you to know right now you are definitely not alone. And more importantly, it's totally fixable. Most people don't stay broke because they're lazy. They stay broke because of habits so normal, so widely accepted, that nobody ever questions them. Seriously, let that sink in for a second. You can let go of the guilt right now. You haven't been failing. You've just been operating on a default system designed to keep your pockets empty. And we're going to rewrite that system today.
So, I've got a question for you. Are you making these invisible mistakes? Honestly, you've probably done at least 3 of these things today alone. As we go through this list, I want you to really reflect on your own daily habits. And definitely stick around because the very last habit we cover today, habit number 1, is the one almost nobody talks about, but it is absolutely 100% the most crucial to your financial future.
Moving right along to Section 2, your cash flow problem.
So this right here is the first phase of financial failure. These foundational errors in basic everyday money management. We're talking about habit number 7, paying yourself last. Here's exactly how the average earner handles their money. Step 1, they get paid. Awesome. Step 2, they pay rent, the car note, buy groceries, go out for drinks, pay for 5 different streaming services. Basically, they spend on whatever feels urgent in the moment. Step 3, if anything is left over, and let's be real, that's a massive if, they save it. That is the literal definition of paying yourself last. And it is exactly why so many people have next to nothing saved after years and years of working. But the fix, it is brutally simple. You have to automate your transfer first. Treat your savings or investment account like a mandatory bill that you cannot skip. Set it up to happen the exact same day your paycheck hits. Even if it's just $50, heck, even if it's just $20, paying yourself first is the single most repeated habit in literally every personal finance book ever written, yet almost nobody actually does it. You need to be the person who does it.
Okay, now we hit habit number 3, managing your money on just vibes. Most people have absolutely no real idea where their money goes. I mean, they know the big stuff, sure, rent, car, utilities, but then there's the constant takeout, the forgotten gym memberships, the random 2 a.m. online purchases. It all just disappears into this fog because, well, we manage our budgets based on how we feel rather than looking at the cold, hard numbers.
So, I've got a challenge for you to fix this. The 10-minute Sunday challenge. Every Sunday evening, just open your banking app and spend 10 quick minutes adding up what you spent that week. That's it. You don't need a massive, complicated spreadsheet. You just need awareness. Most people are completely shocked when they do this, not because they made one giant mistake, but because of dozens of tiny ones that added up. Remember, what gets measured gets managed. Just 30 days of this challenge will make you a fundamentally different spender. All right, Section 3, dangerous spending illusions. This is where we move past basic math and get into the psychological traps of, aspirational behavior. Which brings us to habit number 6, lifestyle inflation. This one is incredibly sneaky. You get a raise at work, and immediately you upgrade to a nicer apartment. You finance a flashier car. You buy the newest phone. The problem here? Your income went up, sure, but your actual savings rate stayed exactly the same. The people who actually built wealth, they resist this urge. Next time you get a raise, challenge yourself to live at your old income level for just 6 months and invest the difference. Your future self is going to thank you. Now, this brings us to a pretty shocking statistic, 12 to 18%. This ties directly into habit number 5, which is using credit cards without a system. Now, credit cards aren't evil. They give you cash back, they offer fraud protection, but studies consistently show that people spend 12 to 18% more when paying with plastic compared to cash. The psychological friction of physically handing over your money, it's just completely gone.
And look, if you don't have a rock-solid system to pay off that card every single month, you run face first into this terrifying number, 20 to 28%. That is the average credit card interest rate right now in 2026. The literal second you carry a balance, those cute little cashback rewards totally evaporate. Paying 28% interest is, frankly, wealth destruction on autopilot. You have to treat your credit card exactly like a debit card, only spend what is already sitting in your bank account.
Which leads us perfectly into habit number 2, buying depreciating assets and pretending they're investments. Cars, clothes, phones. These are depreciating assets. They lose value the exact second you buy them. True appreciating investments either generate income or go up in value over time. It is incredibly dangerous to justify a $45,000 car financed over 72 months by calling it an investment. It's not. It's a consumption decision. Wealthy people buy true investments first, and then they spend the profits from those investments on the fun lifestyle stuff.
Let's dive into Section 4, the ultimate wealth killers.
We're getting to the core systemic reasons why people, even those making really good salaries, never build true lasting wealth. Habit number 4 on our list is avoiding investing because it just feels risky. You hear it all the time. I'll invest when I have more money, or the market is just too unpredictable. And hey, I completely understand that fear, but here is the blunt truth. Keeping all your money in a regular savings account is a guaranteed loss. With inflation running at 3 to 4% annually, your money is literally losing its purchasing power every single year. You aren't playing it safe by avoiding investing, you're just slowly, quietly losing.
Just look at this comparison. If you stash $500 a month in a basic savings account earning 0.5% versus putting that same amount into a simple S&P 500 index fund, which has historically returned around 10% annually over the long haul, over 20 years, the gap is just staggering. It's huge. And the best part? You don't need to be some Wall Street stock-picking genius. You just need to start. Time in the market beats timing the market every single time.
Which finally brings us to the most important habit of all. Habit number 1, trading your time for money and never building anything else. Active income means trading your direct time for a paycheck. Your income stops the exact moment you stop working. And here's the real gut punch. If a salary is your only source of income, you are exactly one layoff, one sudden illness, or one bad decision away from absolute financial disaster. That is the ultimate fragility of living paycheck to paycheck.
The crucial shift you have to make is building systems. Every wealthy person eventually stops purely trading their time and starts building robust systems. This means creating income streams, whether that's index fund investments, a side business, digital products, real estate, things that generate money whether you show up to work that day or not. Now, you don't have to quit your day job tomorrow, but you absolutely must start building something on the side for long-term stability and optionality.
Finally, Section 5. Take back your future. We've covered a ton of ground today, and I know it can feel a little overwhelming at first, but I really want to reassure you, the fixes are so much simpler than you think. The hardest part isn't knowing what to do. The hardest part is actually doing it consistently when nobody is forcing you to. So if you take literally nothing else away from this explainer, I want you to do this one thing today. Set up an automatic transfer. Stop paying yourself last. Before you do anything else, open your banking app and set up a transfer to your savings or investment account for the exact day you get paid. Take control of your cash flow right now.
And I'll leave you with this final provocative thought to chew on. What system will you start building today? Are you going to look into an index fund? Maybe start that side business you've been dreaming about. Remember, a wealthy future isn't about taking some massive, risky leap. It's about consistently breaking those invisible habits that keep you stuck. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I absolutely cannot wait to see you build your financial freedom.